Welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I'm back with a one-page layout using the Into the Wild collection from Simple Stories. I got this collection from Tuesday morning on my recent trip to Florida, and then the papers from the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo when I was in Florida as well. And knew that I had some kind of jungle-ish zoo photos, not a bunch, but I decided to load on up. So I am making a layout for myself. So I decided to make this kind of floral paper into a border. I bought it for the yellow stripes on the back for the boys' layouts, but decided, you know what? If it's my layout, I'm going to use all of the flowers, or a majority of them at least. So I think I cut that to 11.5 by 11.5, the white photo, and I'm going to have 3 photos on my page. I'm finding that getting more photos on a single page is actually a lot easier for me than a single photo. So we went to Florida as a family last June to visit my sister, and she took us up to Homosassa Springs. Hopefully I'm saying that properly. But they have this really pretty like walk around and animals and a manatee, which was so fun. I didn't document the manatee for this layout. But you kind of can go under the water and the manatee swims up to the windows. That was really fun. So that's what I am documenting here. I took pictures. It's kind of funny when I am in places, I will kind of keep in mind when I scrapbook. And so I actually took photos of the flamingo, of the alligators, knowing that I would scrapbook those. And so I am doing a family photo and then the flamingo and the alligator. And I am going to double back them. I am going to layer them all kind of in the middle of the layout, but do decide I want the distinction between the photos, and double backing them will help. And I double back them each in a separate color, kind of going off the floral paper. I kind of went off of kind of the photos as well. So the flamingos I backed in pink, the crocodile green, and then no rhyme or reason, but the color just matched, I did the family photo in the orange. So I'm going to kind of just layer them in the middle, and then I'm going to use the foam title and then the sticker book and make my title here. It's going to be Florida Adventure. The foam stickers I thought were just great. There are different phrases that I felt like I could use not only with zoo and like jungle theme, but really with anything. And now that I'm thinking about it, I might try to use the stickers here, like the foam stickers, for when we went to Dinosaur World on this same trip, because I think the colors would work really well with those photos as well. And the greenery, it was total jungle. We've been to a dinosaur world in Kentucky and now one in Florida as well. In Florida, you just felt like you were in the jungle with the dinosaurs. So that was really neat. So I might, now that I'm looking at it, do a layout using those with the dinosaur photos. So I did add some of the foam flowers from the foam sticker sheet to my title, just to kind of the front, like the beginning and the end of that. And then there was a nice floral cluster that I'm going to use down at the bottom. I think that was the chipboard that I decided to use. But notice there was a nice pink camera. And again, this is my layout, so I decided to try to use up a lot of the things that are pink. So thought that would look nice to the right there. And layered a palm tree behind as I continue to kind of go through the sticker book trying to find things. I knew there was a flamingo somewhere in the collection, and it was like at the back of the sticker book. So I finally found that and added that to the the cluster on the right side of the page. I am going to add another floral cluster down at the bottom to kind of layer that up. So you can already see my visual triangle there, the title being one of like the peaks of the triangle. And I knew that I kind of wanted to journal at the bottom. So I'm kind of playing with that journaling sticker, but decide that it just isn't what I want. So I do end up just journaling freehand down at the bottom there. But going through the sticker book, there were some really fun kind of greenery pieces, total jungle feel. And so I added one to the right-handed cluster, and then remembered that I had some mini flares from Scrap and Happy Studio that were kind of like the palm branches and a flamingo. And so I decided to get those out and try to include those in the clusters. So the flamingo got added to the bottom cluster, and then I snuck one that had like the greenery into that the cluster on the right side. And then just to finish off the layout, I decided that I'm going to try to add another piece of greenery. I added one to the bottom cluster that kind of wraps around, and I really kind of wanted one that kind of wrapped around into the white space where I'm going to journal. So I was really hoping to find one, and lucky for me, there was one left. So that is pretty much going to finish off the layout. I do get my pen out and just do the date. I did the rest of my journaling off camera. But wanted to at least kind of make it noted that I am going to journal there. So that is going to finish off this layout. If I can find this collection online, I will link it down below for you. So hopefully I am able to find that, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye guys.